Hello guys, welcome back to Make Coding Easier. This is the 6th division of this HTML tutorial. Today we're going to learn about the block level elements, and there are 29 block level elements. We're going to learn 8 out of that today, and lastly the practical section. COVID-19 before class is an example of a real threat to all of us. It's our job. We have to stay home and keep ourselves safe. Because if we get affected, it's not only us, it's our family members, our relatives, our beloved ones who get affected. Keep watching Make Coding Easier's videos to keep yourself entertained during these tough times. This video is divided into 2 parts. Part 1 is our theory section, part 2 is our practical section. Let's begin our part 1. What are block level elements? There are 2 types of elements in HTML. Each and every tag comes under either one of these elements. There is block level and inline elements. Okay, block level elements start with a new line and stretch both sides as much as possible. Okay, we need to use the BR tag to move to the next line. We are going to learn address, article, aside, block quote, DD, DT, DL, and the div tags today. These are the 8 tags we'll be covering. The address tag, firstly. The address tag is used to define the address or the contact information of a person. Like if you have a website, you can use the address tag to define your contact information or your email or contact or modes of contact or whatever. Okay. If you have a blog, you can use the tag to give the author's name, to give the copyright claims and all the blah 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 stuff. The article tag. The article tag is used to define some self-made content. Okay, this tag is used to type articles, it's used to put in newspaper articles, it's used to put in much more. Okay, you can even type in blogs. Yeah, the article tag does not render anything special, but it's used to make our work easier. Like when we see a huge piece of code and you're searching for your article, when you see this article tag, you will get an idea. Okay, here's my article. Okay. Next is the aside tag. The aside tag defines some content aside from the content it's placed in. This tag does not render any content in a special way. Rather, it makes our work easier. Okay. These 2 tags, there are many tags which only make our work easier and do not render any text specially. The block quote tag. This tag is used to add quotes in your HTML page. This gives a default space of a tab. This can also be done using CSS, but HTML makes this easier, thus this is preferred. The DT tag. The DT tag stands for description term element. This tag is used with the 2 other tags, DL and DD. Let's move on further to learn more about them. The DD tag. The DD tag stands for description details element. This tag is used to define a term or a name in a description. Okay, this tag is working with the DL tag. So what's the DL tag? This tag is the head of both the tags. First you open the DL tag, then you use both your other tags, then you close your DL tag. Okay, this tag will be clear for you in the practical section, and this tag stands for description list element. The div tag. The div tag is used to divide the HTML page into parts. Like for a huge portion, you cannot keep typing hundreds or thousands of CSS, right? So you can use a div tag and then finish the CSS for it. So that's the end of part 1. More content on the way. Let's move further. So now I'll give you a short overview of what you'll have at the end of today's practical section. This is what you'll be having: your address, an article, a quote, a element, a description term element, and then aside tag text. Okay. Now let's open our code editor. Mine is VS Code. So this is the HTML file we had created last time. We're not going to disturb this. We're just going to try everything fresh and new. So this is the list of tags that we have to cover today. First, we'll start with the address tag. Yeah, address. So name, I'm not giving my name. I'm giving it as Make Coding Easier. contact 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I don't want to give mine. Email address, make coding easier @gmail.com. .com. Then I'll give my address, not my address, some random thing. Address XYZ Lane, ABC Street. This is like when you have to give your information in a website. Okay, so let's save this and then just check this out. Oh, okay, I have to install live server again. Live server. No. Yeah. Okay, so by the time it gets installed, let's just use our other tag. So it's the article tag. Article. So this is my first article. There is a lorem ipsum dummy text, okay, which I'm going to get right now because I don't have any article prepared in my mind. Lorem ipsum. Lorem ipsum text. I may get it somewhere. Lorem ipsum generator. Maybe I get it here. Yeah. Okay, so here you go. This is the dummy text that we have. Yeah, this OMG, wait, just a second. Oh. Doesn't matter, so fine, this is enough. Okay, this is my article. Let me save it. If my live server is, yeah, open with live server. So here you go. So you see here my address is by default in italics, and this is my article. Okay, and we didn't want our address to come like this in a single line, but that's a property of block level elements. Block level elements always render text in italics. Okay, so yeah, we'll get it to the next line by using the BR tag. BR. We can do this to get it to the next line. BR, yeah. Then BR. And then BR. I'll save this. So here you see the extra BR was given to get this empty line. Okay, so now it's in the format like how we wanted. This is the article tag. So you see, it's not rendering anything special. Okay, now when this huge piece of code, not this is very small, but then when you have a huge piece of code, when you see this article tag, okay, you get an idea that my article is starting here. Okay, that's what for the article tag is used. Next is our block code tag. Block quote. So I have a quote by Malcolm X, which I like a lot. That is, education is the passport to the future. Future for tomorrow belongs to them who prepare for it today. Okay, this is written by Malcolm X, and that's very inspirational according to me. maybe for you or two. So you get a tab space over here, okay? To get this more better, I'll add H5, no, H3, cool, save it. Better, right? So now the next is our DD, DL, DT tags. DL, DD. My DD tag will have name of description element. Yeah, then I'll have a DT tag here. DT. And I have XYZ. You can put your, it's just dummy text. And then DT XYZ. Okay, so that's how the DL, DT, and DT tags work. So see here, this is the description term element, and then we have list over here. Okay, we'll be learning professional lists in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned. Our next is our div tag. Now here comes the interesting factor, like div, and I'm going to close this div here after my block quote. Okay, now let's go here. Wait, no, before that, 1 second. Yeah, I need to edit this. Yeah, so here's the opening, here's the closing. I just add a comment to make it easier for me. Opening of div, and then closing of div. Okay, so now I'll go to my, no wait, before that we'll have to add class to this. Class is equal to sample. I'll just give a sample, like sample class. Okay, wait, sorry, the dot sample. So color should be blue. Now we see we don't need to sit and do this for each and every tag. Instead, see the div tag, whatever is there inside the div tag, it will be automatically colored in blue. We'll just try this out. So you see, till the quote it is being covered in blue. Otherwise, we'd have to sit and give a tag or class for this or class for this. It'd be a huge job for us. Okay, so in that way, this makes it easier. Next, lastly, is our aside tag. Yeah, DLDD. Yeah, I'm gonna add aside here. So here is gonna be my lower MS form dummy text again. Oh, yeah. See, and then yeah, pasted. So here again, it does not do anything special. Instead, it's just making our work easier. This is something that's aside. We don't want it much to be considered. Okay, so that's the use of the aside tag. If you noticed one thing, the lorem ipsum here is broken in there are line breaks over here. Before we finish, we are able to stretch it completely. But in our output, it's stretching automatically both sides, left and right. But this won't be happening in inline elements. So now let's summarize this class. The first thing we had learned today is that the address tag is used to add some text in your website, or no, to add your address or your contact information or the copyright issues on your website. It renders text and italics. The block quote tag is used to add quotes and give a space of a tab by default. Okay, the DL, DD, and DT tags work together. The DL tag is the head of both tags, then DT, then the DD. So You can all feel free to reach out to me. Instagram Make Coding Easy Official. WhatsApp me at 843113462 India. Email address makecodeingeasier@gmail.com. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.